Okay, friends, subscribers and all you YouTubers out there, I'm remaking the last video in regard to the Earth changes again because I didn't realise that with the Bandicam program that it actually hides the mouse. So what I'm doing is I've actually doing this one in Snagit so I can show you. I found where Earth used to be on the map. Now, as I said, this could be a global mindfuck, and I really think it is. Right, but I was still thinking we have actually moved. So how the fuck they're doing it, I don't know. But in this reality, you can actually see a presence of where South Africa used to be. Used to be. Right, now I'm going to use my mouse. Now look exactly where my mouse is. Coming down here. This is the west coast of America. Comes down, comes around, comes down. And you can see it in the lighter colours. Right, and then you come up here and you can still sort of see it. It comes up around here and then it pretty much fits in around there. See, exactly where it's fucking missing. Right, now it's fucking strange, right? And it sort of comes down there though, right? And you can see, if you look there, you can see it. You can actually see the lightness there, right? But you can actually see where America used to fucking be. Come down there, around there, and it's in the light, right? Now, unfortunately, with the other video, yes, it was a stuff up I didn't realise, but if you look here, there's the Gulf of Mexico there, around, right, down there, and you can see where it used to be. Alright, so now if this was an Earth shift, the Earth is, for Earth to move this much, we're talking billions of years for the ground to move that much. The earth groaning and all the strange noises. But as I was saying, like these straight lines here, I'm talking about these straight lines here and everything in the other video, but there's the coastline of South America there. You can see it, right? That's where it should be. It's still there, right? And they're covering it up. This is what I mean, all these right fucking angles. So if this is a global mindfuck, there's all the lines and everything I was talking about, and it comes around there. There's South Africa there, you can see it. South America there, you can see it, right? And there's, you can see where it used to be and how it came down into that little thin bit. You can just see that. But then you look at all these things, and as I said in my other video, I found a signature. I've got to find it again. When I was looking on the coast of Australia, I found a little signature. Don't know if it's still there. And it was quite weird. It really was a weird little zigzag bloody signature. It looked like a helix. Not a helix. Yeah, a helix is one word for it. A DNA sequence. And as if someone was signing their work. Got to find it again, folks. Now see this? This is all covered up. Why is it so pixelated? What are they trying to hide? They are hiding something. And I've got to turn this back up to north so I can see where I'm going. Right, because I was trying to find different things and everything. See, they've left signatures everywhere in here to sort of say, this is my work, that's your work, and everything. So you just got to look around in the sea and everywhere like that, because you'll find these signatures. So do what I'm doing. Get in Google Earth and find them, and you'll find the helix and everything. Just bear with me a second, will you? Right, sorry about that, folks. I had to take a little brief break. Wet the whistle, as the old saying goes, and everything. Now what I wanted to show you is something that I did find in the other video. Unfortunately, the Bandicam says it's 4K, but I can tell you now, you find fucking multiple fucking problems with that software. Multiple fucking problems. So it was somewhere down here. I was looking at it here. Right, someone has signed their work, and I mean signed their work. They've got signatures all over fucking Google Earth. I was looking at this here, there, and then I was looking at this here, seeing that there, and then I found this. Right, a much better picture of it. That is a symbol. The Venezuelan plane. Check it out. That is a symbol. It looks like a helix. Right, that's someone's signature. That is a signature, nothing but a signature. And I reckon if we manipulated and turned it around another way, we'd find more. And I'm telling you now, go around Google Earth, right? Do it yourselves, right? This one, that signature there, you can go and check it for. Look under port, straight under where Puerto Rico is now. And as I said in my last video, we've undergone another shift. All these countries are now in the wrong fucking spot. There's more changes, right? The South America is not just being moved across even more. It's been lowered. This here has been made larger, right? But it's all these fucking straight fucking lines. They're constantly getting at me. And I mean, they're getting to me. And sort of, oh, that was the Bart Simpson that they covered over. But people are signing their work. Like, all artists sign their work. All artists sign their work. And they hide things. Like little pieces of pretty artwork of a face you can't see unless you're at a certain distance, i.e. there. You can see it. It's a face of a man. But you have to be at that particular distance to see that one. And go and look at it for yourselves. And that's how I found Bart Simpson. But then you see shit like this. Right? So the only other way to explain this is Earth being mined. What's going on? Why is it all like this, folks? Why are we seeing this shit like this? Why are we seeing straight fucking lines everywhere? Why are we seeing signatures everywhere? Right? And it's just too fucking weird. Really, look at this. Straight lines. Down, bang, 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 bang. Right angles. Fucking everywhere, folks. Perfect fucking right angles. And it's bullshit. There shouldn't be right fucking angles in the bottom of the sea. It's a fucking sea. This is fucking amazing, folks. It gets me so much that they think they can get away with this shit. But when they sign their fucking work, there's nothing worse. Now look at this. A right angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fucking right angles in one line, right? And just go around and you're going to find lots of these symbols. And I mean, you're going to find lots of them where people just can't help but to sign their work. I think in total, over the last month, I've found 10 or 20 of them since this has all started. Right? And it's very weird, folks. Now, what I was saying in the other video, Australia's been enlarged. Right? Australia wasn't that large. I'd say it would have been about that high. And I think that's where this has happened, right? Either there. But notice how Papua New Guinea is now on an angle. It was flat. At least it was flat the other day. See, we have undergone either another Mandela effect where we're in a different Earth as well. Now we seem to also be closer to the Pleiadian system, right? Or better known as the Pleiades. Right there, we seem to be closer to that. As I said in my last video, I walked out my front fucking door and I walked smack bang into the Orion system. I've gone, what the fuck? It was so large, it was beyond a fucking joke. It covered the whole fucking sky. But then I started noticing, like, India's been shrunk again, right? And as I said, I'm remaking this whole video because of the reasons that the mouse couldn't be seen. So India used to come down here, but it's just so fucking strange that all these things have been done. But Africa, check how fucking big they've made Africa now. Right, this is map manipulation. Check out Europe, folks. Check out fucking Europe. They've shrunk it even fucking more. Right? This is why I think it's map manipulation. Right? I really do think this is map manipulation. Right? I think we could still be on a version of Earth, or we could be on a parallel world. Yes. That is still a major fucking thing. But notice here, this is actually a bit wider now. So I think what they've done is they've moved a few things else, moved everything else around. But this is now even fucking weirder. I'm starting to see fucking spider webs and more signatures, and it's just so fucking weird that it is beyond a joke. Even the South Pole has fucking moved. That there used to be right fucking here. We used to be smack bang centre of this country. And yet now it's off to the fucking side. This is fucking weird. And like we used to, when we zoomed in on this and zoomed out on this, should be a ring around it, like a black ring, but that's gone now. So, and when you, I wonder what happens. Well, let's type in oh yeah, this is what happens when you type in the Mandela effect into Google Earth, right? I've typed in Mandela effect. Straight the Great fucking Pyramid, the new Great Pyramid, which is now at the fucking side, right? The Great Pyramid is now the one that's got the capstone missing, and yet on the other one it's actually now got a capstone on it, see? And it's a lot smoother than the capstone that was on the last reality, right? Now, notice how I said last reality, because in the last reality, these were similar in size, but they were still claiming this was the Great Pyramid. Right, now it's larger, right? And something's really going on. And these three pyramids here used to be, in my reality, we're in that angle as well. But in this reality, they've actually started to put up the wall. I've noticed that, I've actually found that in this reality, this is the wall that I was telling you about. They've only got a fence around it at the moment in this reality. But it's in a similar position to where it was in my reality. Goes all the way around, goes around there, goes all the way around, encompassing it there. But as I said, in my reality, it came down to about this road here. Right, and this road, there it is there. Oh, actually, no, this reality, yeah, they've got a fence around it here. In the last reality that I was in, they didn't have this fence. And anybody that's been watching my videos now, it seems that we are continually being dragged across by CERN. I think it's because we've been affected once. We're going to be affected every time this happens. So it's a bit of scary news. And yes, I know, talking about scary news, I haven't put video 3 up because I've now made 16 attempts to make this video, right? I'm still looking for the source video and I just haven't recorded the last of the video yet. And the whole thing is it's sort of I need that source video to refer to and everything like that, and that's pretty much the end of the video. But I can't put that up, and I'm not making any more parts, and I've locked it away under a different file name, so no, even a hacker wouldn't be able to fucking find out what it was. Now the whole point is it's all these changes are now constantly happening. Now see, in the last reality we were in, this road continued all the way down. There was no fence in the last reality, but in my original reality, where this here was all city. There was a city here. They'd built a city. Oh, no, sorry, the city was Ring Road. Sorry, Ring Road. The city was on this side of the thing. They're starting to build it here. You can see they're starting to build it. Right? And they've done their excavations. They know there's nothing under it, although they don't think there's anything under it. But they're already starting, right? And that's pretty much where they've got a temporary fence around here. But in my reality, that was walled, like a tall fucking wall with barbed wire at the fucking top of it. And even this one, in this reality, they've now got a newer city here. It seems to be greener. It looks like they've put a bit of effort into this one. But the whole point is, people, it's sort of, we've been shifted again. And I mean, we've been fucking shifted again. And we go through and look at everything, and then I was looking at this, wondering what the fuck this was. What is that? Think about it, folks. What is that? Are they prepping for the Anunnaki? Hint, by the way, for video 3. Are they prepping in Egypt for the Anunnaki to return? That's what it looks like. It looks like they've built them a giant landing pad. And to me, that's what that looks like. A very well fucking sought out fucking city landing pad. It's as big as the fucking pyramids themselves, or almost as big as the Great Pyramid, but big enough for like a pyramid-sized spacecraft to land. And so, yeah, you got to think about what the fuck's going on here, right? That's something else, right? In this reality, yeah, there's a bit of different things going on, and that city now there's more town over here that was compared to the last reality we got stuck in. And yes, I said we got stuck in, right? And check this out. This is now fucking checker pattern city all over the fucking place, a lot greener. Yeah, it's sort of a lot more farmland and everything like that. In this reality, it comes down a bit further, a bit wider spread out than the last place we were in. Then I started looking at the deserts. I went back to the deserts, right? And using the deserts to... So I'll get to America in a minute. Right, now Australia, right, still similar to what it was, but there's more, we've got more green up the top now. There's a lot more green up the top, and there's a lot more green back here as well. We're still missing a bit of green down here in that area at the bottom. The top of Australia has changed again, and again we're fucking closer to fucking Papua New Guinea, but as I said, that's now on a fucking slant. It's thicker, and I think they're testing us out, see how fucking far they can push us personally. But I do have to still look at the reality that the stars are different, and I do have to look at that reality. Right, but see, the way everything should work is like if one area is a desert, okay, so we've got the equator, would run around that area there. So effectively the equator should be a desert there and everything like that, but just nothing fucking matches. Deserts don't match to deserts. And it's sort of this here. This is similar to the last one. Oh, okay, the plane. Oh, okay, now, I don't know. I wasn't in the last one. I was looking for that in the last time we were here. Okay. And the plane's not there in this one, or is it? Yeah, I found a crash plane years ago in fucking round about there. Years ago, I even reported it to the authorities. But that seems to be dried up fucking now, that, compared to what it was in the last reality. But then we go down here to where they built the so-called Lake fucking Lake Powell. Right, then we had the Nevada desert, right, over here. We got Las Vegas, everything like that. And then we got Area 51. Let's check out Area 51 compared to what it was like in the last one. Well, this one's actually got more airfields in it. Okay, this has got does have the airfields here now in the salt pan compared to the last one. It's not as pretty as the last Area 51. When I say not as pretty, it seemed to be a lot prettier, a lot more done. There was a lot more stuff in the other reality. It seems a lot more stuff's hidden in this reality. But this airfield here in my reality was in the centre of the salt pan in my reality across here. And the base itself was across there. And those things there were on that mountain, which came extended down there, but the actual base of Groom Lake was up here. So again, we're definitely in a different reality, guys and girls, and sort of I'm referring back to all these ones mainly to the fact that that's all we've got to go on at the moment, and we've got to look at everything and see how big these holes are. No, they're still pretty small in this one. I can't find S4, by the way, in this reality. I've looked everywhere for S4. I can't find S4. So you've got to turn around and you've got to look at everything, and you've got to say, okay, well, this is this is that. Bang, what's going the fuck on? And Nevada, you got the Nevada desert, and yeah, New Mexico, but then you think, okay, Nevada desert, New Mexico. So you got to look. So you got to find fucking things. Right, but see, Area 51's now in Nevada. It wasn't in Nevada. It was in New Mexico. Right. So where the fuck is New Mexico now? That's one thing I haven't found is New Mexico. Where the fuck's New Mexico? And I actually never thought about that in Last Reality. It's sort of, and I've got to say it, Last Reality. Roswell and everything were in New Mexico. Area 51 was never in the Nevada desert. It was in New Mexico. And this is what I mean. This whole fucking thing is all fucked up. And again, this even looks fucking different to the Last fucking Reality. Everything is fucking different. As I said, like Mexico, you got all these things. This is fucking much fucking larger. The Panama Canal, again, is in a different fucking place. It was over there near that little bay last time, and it originally supposed to come through fucking here, but now it's fucking going that way now, which is, again, weird. Cuba, I think, is even closer to America. Come on. And America's been shrunk again, and I mean shrunk again. So you've got to turn around, guys and girls, and you've got to look at what the fuck's going on. And it's really fucking strange. Like, I've only got to look at fucking Europe and Africa to know that something really bad is going on. And the whole thing is, it's sort of, you've got to judge. Just look at Europe. That is not fucking right. That is not fucking right. And going back to fucking Russia, right? Russia's split up again. I said in the last reality that all this had been fucking returned to its people, and a bit more of it has been returned to the people, but not much of it. But the whole thing is, folks, you've got to turn around, you've got to think, what the fuck is going on? We've got to look at all the different areas. We've got to look at China. China's chain. Mongolia's fucking... Yeah, it's even larger than in the last fucking reality. You can't find the Great Wall. Everything is fucking wrong. Japan is in the fucking wrong spot. This is not misremembering, folks. This is fucking really going the fuck on, and you need to wake the fuck up. Right, the Bible keeps on fucking changing. Oh, I've got some bad news for you. Have a look at those quotes now. Some of them have changed again. They say something else, and I'm going, what the fuck? You've got to fucking open your eyes, guys and girls. You really fucking do. If you don't open your fucking eyes, you're a fucking idiot. I mean it, you are. You've got to look at what is fucking going on. And it's going on big fucking time. Big fucking time. And you have to fucking realise it. Right, whether or not we have been shifted in a parallel fucking universe. Right, and as I said, because in the last video, right, you couldn't see the mouse, so I'm going to go back to that fucking the galaxy picture, and I'm going to use the mouse to point stuff out again. Right, this time where you can actually see the mouse. Right, and I do apologise for that greatly, folks. I really do. Right, I'm not going to... I'll use this one, may as well. I want to be able to enlarge it. Now, I noticed something about this as well. In the galaxy pictures that I was looking at, I've noticed a lot more redness. But then I've looked at the actual thickness of the arms of the galaxy. Check out how thin they've gone. In this reality, the arms of the galaxy looks like my counterpart did the same video, and I'm saying my counterpart again, right? And I think we're just being swapped over from fucking reality to reality, folks, and I really do. And I think someone's now with my kids and everything like that. I don't know who the fuck's with my kids. It's me, but it's not me. Right? Did this guy have children? I'm still trying to find out. I just learnt all about the last fucking me. Now I've got to learn about me again. But I want to point out the Orion spur, right? The Orion spur, still the Orion spur. Then you have this arm here, right? Check it out. This arm here used to come up to here. Then you have the outer arm, which is the enormous arm, which came off there, right? It was a split off, and it comes around. Look how thin it is now. Right, actually, maybe I do need that other picture. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to go buzz through them so you can see the differences in the pictures and everything like that. And that's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. Arcturus looks closer now. Right? The stars, the astrological stars are different again. They're in different formations again. Right, so you got to wake up and see the fucking what's going on around you, folks, because this is fucking freaky as all fuck. And I mean, this is freaky as all fuck. There's no other two fucking words about it. Right, the Pleiades, we seem closer to the Pleiades again. The Big Dipper, the whole fucking lot is fucking wrong. And I mean, it's fucking wrong. Doesn't matter what the fuck I do. I know these images are different because I've already been through them in the last video. And the whole point is, folks, it's sort of the Big Dipper now is pouring into the Little Dipper. The Big Dipper pouring into the Little Dipper. It was the opposite fucking way around before in the last reality. You just got to open the fucking eyes and look at what is fucking going on around you. For God's sake. Something weird is going on. Either this is the great tribulation that is spoken of in the Bible. Right, there's the Big Dipper there. Look at the Big Dipper. It's up like that. It never used to be up like that. So you've got to turn around and you have to open your eyes. Look at the star signs. The star signs have changed again. As I said in the last video, they have changed again. Okay, we've gone back to having 12 star signs. Last reality, we had 13. Something fucking weird is going on, folks, and you have to open your fucking eyes and wake the fuck up. Right? And tell your families to wake the fuck up. Right? Because this isn't right. This is not fucking right. There's too much weird fucking shit going on, right? There is more red in the galaxy now compared to what we had before. It's purplish and red. Right, there's a lot more red to this one. Right, so, and I'm saying this one, it seems to be a lot thicker. And it seems to be all the fucking way around us again. Now, I'm going to go to Google Earth again. I'm going to zoom out for a reason, right? I'm going to bring in this, you know, you watch this. It's thicker than the last one. And I mean, it's thicker. Much fucking thicker than the last one. There was at least little breaks every now and then. Now they're not even fucking there. It's just thick. We're surrounded by the fucking Milky Way now, and it's in this section of the Milky Way, it's thicker, and I mean thicker. So what's going on, folks? I don't know. I really don't fucking know, and that's all I can say. But all as I know, someone's signing their fucking work, and sorry about that, folks. I don't know what the fuck happened there. And they're signing their work, and they want you to fucking see it. And so, yeah, the Earth has changed once again. The Earth has changed. Can we do anything about it? I don't think we can, folks. I think we're along for the fucking ride. So, yeah, keep your brains on record, because that's the only way we've got to do things now, is remember it. It seems like I'm not the only one, too, that has had videos ripped out of Google and made disappear. Seems to be going on all over the fucking YouTube at the moment. People complaining about their uploading videos and where they're up for a little while and all of a sudden they fucking vanish. And also with search engines and things like that, how they're hiding all the Mandela effect search videos. They tend to be hiding them and everything like that. That one, yeah, I know they've always done that. Right, but the whole point is, folks, something big is going on. I am going to get to it. I think I'm on to where I got that source video from, because I need to link that source video so that you can go in part 3 and watch this source video yourself, where an actual real government event is going on, and then they get some one to do a joke about it, and, but then you find the real one and they're actually still talking about it. You see the CNN one and the other one, and I link those together, and it's just not fucking right, folks. Something is going on. Whether or not they're using chemtrails to hide the real sky and all this, I don't know what's going on. So at the moment, all we're seeing here is this. Hey, it's scary. I'm a grown fucking man, and I'm saying it's scary. I don't know what the fuck to do anymore, folks. I really don't fucking know. I feel that's what my head fucking is. This is what my head fucking... Oh, no, okay. That's what my head fucking feels like. It's fucking spinning all over the fucking place. Because that's what's fucking being done to us, folks. We are being spun all over the fucking galaxy, because at the moment now, even the galaxy itself looks different. The galaxy itself looks different. And you've only got... Oh, fuck, I hate it when it does that. It brings up the wrong program. Right, we'll preview it, bring it up. Because, yeah, it never fucking looked like this, folks. It never looked like that. There was more... The arms were thicker. Fair enough, the Orion spur is about the same. The Orion spur is about the same. But these arms, there was a lot of thickness to them. Right? There was a lot of thickness to them. Sagittarius arm, there were a lot more stars there. The Perseus arm, there was a lot more stars, and it came to about here. Right? This arm here, right, seems like it's broken apart and separating off the galaxy. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like here, it's all separated as well. There used to be a nice spiral galaxy. It's no longer a nice spiral galaxy. So something is going fucking on, folks. You have to wake the fuck up, and you really do. If you don't wake up, you're sheep. You're going to get fucking eaten. And that's what happens to sheep. You get eaten. Guess what? You're going to find that out in video 3 when I get it made. Anyhow, I'll catch you all later.